Wait a minute. You mean to tell me there's no audio for the my opening? It's not been playing? What the heck, man? Okay, I gotta fix that. Let me find that file. Here, I was thinking it was playing all this time, because I can see the thing going up and down, and it's saying it's playing. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Um, Start an animation. Yeah, it's so yeah. It says it should be playing. It's weird. Okay, flower. I have to solve this. Thank you for the mystery. Um, Flower. MP3. Don't forget the flowers. What the heck, man? Okay, so track one. Huh. All right. Music. You need to go away. Thank you so much. And okay, so it says track one. Weird. I'm gonna have to try to get this lined up again. Track one. Flower. That bothers me so much. Oh boy. Okay, now you can hear that, right? Alright, I'll have to make sure that that's. Can you guys hear the music? Should be. You like love sour, then you should come try my voice. There we go. I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceived. There we go. Alright, so you guys can hear me now, right? Wicked. Okay, I will I'll make sure that that is added. I'm so disappointed. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Hey, Arison is back. Panda, Barry Origin, Kathy. I think I said Kathy twice. Where's Dirty Draws? Hey, Rooster. Okay, I gotta admit, I kind of missed you guys. Just a little bit. Teeny tiny. But, you know, it's enough. All right, so we are back to Project DeLorean, otherwise known as the Back to the Future build. I have found some bit of irritations with this build yesterday, and as you can see, I've been kind of experimenting. This is the one that I started on, was it Monday? I think it was Monday. Yeah, this is when I started Monday. And it's kind of reached a point where it's irritating the heck out of me, mainly because of the main compartment here. We got some really cool stuff going on, but this is huge. I mean, ginormous. And I don't even know if adding, oh, excuse the heck out of me. Where are the thrusters? I hear oh, there they are. There's thrusters in there. Anyway, I don't even know if adding height is going to do anything to it. So I was kind of messing around. Check back over on rebreakable.com, and there are slightly different versions. Hey, Dirty, there you are. So I my thought was to try to rebuild this, but using a chassis that's more suited to Lego Fortnite, so we get better proportions. So this is the main structure for that, and I'm going to be building off of this. But I do need to get a good build completed before I can make these steps here. So the idea is that we're going to have a good space for thrusters in here, and even some balloons, because this thing is supposed to fly. But that's kind of an eventual thing. Okay, so yeah, uh, I have heard a few things about. Good God, seriously? No, I'll talk to you later. Um, about not a Christmas pass, but a Lego Ninjago pass. Um, I haven't seen the Camping Rusher video yet, but if he's saying that it's the Lego pass or it's the Lego Ninjago pass, then it's quite likely. So we might be looking at a couple of Lego Ninjago builds coming up. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's kind of an eventual thing. Right now, we got to deal with the actual thing, and I kind of okay. So this is a different build that I started out with yet last night, and according to Rebreakable.com, this is not what I'm looking at. Come on. Sorry, I kind of went off the page. I got distracted with something pretty. So this build is not the one I was looking at. Man, every single one of these that you find has a different structure. This other one I got, has like 6 different versions of the DeLorean that you could actually build. One, a plain DeLorean, and then there's a more hopped up DeLorean from the first movie, and then it progresses, but it's really really strange. Yeah, I know we all want Christmas in Lego. We really want Christmas. So okay. Anyway, I'm really digging the structure of this one because it's so much cleaner and more in line with what we're building. I'm really tempted. BattleBots? I never checked for BattleBots, but remember the BattleBots or any machine for Lego Fortnite is always going to be different than what you can build in real life, because real life Lego has different parameters than what we need. We need stuff that's going to be durable and actually work to move. Yep. So how long is Ninjago? Maybe it's just a month. I think Ninjago's going to probably go until February of next year at least. Simpsons is really fast. Yep, 3 or 4 months. If it goes as long as May, that's going to lead into the Star Wars pass. So we'll see what happens. Okay, but anyway, back to Project DeLorean. I know we spent last week building this one, but I am a little bit annoyed with it right now. Should I just continue building this and finish the job, or do we move on to the next project that looks so much nicer? You guys decide. I'm really not feeling this one anymore. Was there a patch last night? You know what? Here, I'm gonna do a quick search for BattleBots. You of all people, Rooster, you know you've played around with the mechanics so much more than a lot of other people. Whoa, Battle Bot. You know what I get? I got a nothing really good for BattleBots. I mean, like this is a kind of a mech thing that um kind of mechs, and then there's one with a hammer. So not a lot of really good ideas. I don't want to abandon it, but I do want to abandon it at the same time. Ah, okay, you know what? Here, let's go and see, because this one is looking really, really nice. I mean, what do you guys think of this version? It's I managed to throw in some of the pieces here, and I can actually get a couple more of the props in. Bring us back to speed. So let me see. Let me get that again going here. Where's that bottle? We had a couple things here. Oh no, not that thing. Where was it? There, that's the one. Kind of like a nitro bottle. Nitrous. What is that thing? Okay, how odd. But you know, I really did like the switches. So I'm gonna go back to the switches because I like those Frankenstein switches. Those were awesome. So let's see what we can do right here and stick this over here, and then we can continue with the build, just slightly different than what we had before. If you're following along with me, I am sorry. Your disappointment is now my fault. But this one is a lot more fluid. And the oversized thing is just not working. There we go. And that makes me feel better. Almost right back on track. Got to get the flux capacitor in there, but yeah, I might keep Scooby-Doo for a little bit. I'm of course lying. I'll always go back to the Boba Fett. All right, let's continue this build. My new instructions. Here we go. Okay, so this thing is actually oh, that's where it is. So it's allowed me to place the my thrusters in here, which is very important because you got to have your thrusters. But this compartment is supposed to be only like this big, and it's supposed to be there. Only this big. I kind of went over a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. That's groovy. Oh, hold on. What do we got? Okay, so there are a couple of other pieces here. Let me get this in. I'm going to have to take a couple steps back in order to get back over to where I'm supposed to be. But it's got that side piece here, and then a flat. It's kind of weird. This is supposed to have the darker gray, but we are limited with the dark grays on this in this iteration of Lego. So maybe in a year we'll have more dark grays. So we're kind of stuck with this for right now. Oh, that's supposed to be only 2. So let's get that there and there. And the other angle is supposed to be slightly more. But you know what? I'm not going to hold that against me. I'm just gonna slap that in, and then move on to the rest of it. So now we got to build up the rest of the back of this thing. So there we go. Not entirely 100% accurate, but close enough for government work. Now this has the bottom there, so ooh, no. You need to be over, my friend. Dang it. Oh, whatever will I do? Oh, hey, Jack Seller. I can nope. I can place what were you using to place your slope bricks? That's the big question. Because sometimes they will affect some pieces. If you've been using some of the older techniques, they may not still work. Right now, I can confirm that using the Supernova Academy piece, you can still use that for turns. Because I've been using that pretty much like all last night and this morning. Here, let me just do a quick demonstration. Use this piece. It allows you to go on and, you know, there you go. So this one angle you can still use. It's great. This is the only piece that I can confirm, however. But remember, when you're placing slanted pieces, it's about what you're transferring it to. That's the most important thing. So sometimes the angles will stick. Sometimes they're not going to. This will transfer onto a flat piece like this. However, it will not transfer to like other non-aligned pieces. So this may not go onto, oh, okay, so it actually goes onto this one. But it may not go onto the front. Oh, okay, never mind. I am completely debunking my words all at once. Here, let me try this again. So this is a flat piece. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so see, this will not go onto this, like this one right there. You have to find the right transfer spot. So if you're going too high or too low, it's gonna change. So you have to look for the alignment position. Okay? And this has been the most consistent piece that I have found. The I've been having some difficulty recently with the with these guys because they where are they? These guys, they seem to have changed the properties of them. They don't always fall down properly, but there we go. This one does still fall down, and you can take pieces off of it. But where you actually make the alignment for this is all up to the placement. So you're not going to be able to get a universal join. That's just the nature of it. So just keep fooling around and see what you can do. Fool around as much as you can so you can get as much info as possible, because attaching to the side, for instance, may be more possible than attaching to the front. And these extreme angles are less likely to work than a more the less extreme angle that we have going here. This is the reason I'm using that as a slope. I can get a different angle off of this one, mainly by just adding, because I know this piece works. So I know that I can always get this angle. So if I slap this guy on here, I can get the this one right here. Come on, there we go. However, the plates may mess around with you. This has been also happening. So just let you know, and you can actually kind of mess with this and go the other way, but from the other side, in order to get that same angle. But you're gonna have to do a little bit more work. So instead of going up, you're gonna have to go down, for instance, and do a little bit more work just to get that same angle, because this will attach to this while not attaching to this. It's doing this weird flip thing. That's just the way it goes. So in order to get that front angle, you got to go and do a lot more work, like, put this on here, then put that on there, just so you can get the front piece. And so you can do something like this, bring it forward, attach it to something else, so you can keep bringing it forward. So see there, then you can bring it from there to here. It's a lot of work just to get the same thing, but if you really want that one angle, you can do it. Just depends on your needs. So I hope this has been helpful. And you can still get your angles, so don't worry about it. They haven't nerfed too much. They may have affected some of the other pieces, but this is the one piece that I can tell you always works. It is consistent, and it's it's there. So happy angling. All right, where was I? Okay, I was on the back of this thing building this up. Thanks for the little distraction there. I can never ignore a good challenge. Okay, so we've got, so this angle may be slightly different, but you know what? I'm willing to go up a little bit. Yeah, I'm willing to do that. Hey, Haskins, what's happening? What are we doing? We're going to the roof sections, and we're getting the haunted house, because these pieces are the most effective in the game. Not gonna lie, I love them. I heart them. I heart them so much. Perfect. I know I had a huge battle with the slants, with the slanted pieces. Oh my god, my wife wants me to get Blue Jays tickets. She's happy that the Blue Jays are going to be playing here on Friday. So now comes a desperate rush for tickets. Okay, what are we doing here? We are in the front. So we got the back section all sorted out. Let me just make sure it is all sorted out, because there were a couple pieces that I missed when I was building this thing out. Oh, wicked! We got the lights and everything in here. I wonder if we can get those in there. Can we? I think we can. So this is the back bumper. This one was actually quite an interesting build. It was very different than the other one. So, um, but I do have to diverge a little bit off of what they want me to do because, well, the reality is that the pieces that they're telling me to use, we just don't have. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some side pieces, fence pieces from Daft Punk. Oh man, I forgot about these guys. I would love to use these as car lights. These would be so brilliant. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to. All right. Man, those would be so nice. All right. Okay. Get over it. Get over it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do to place these lights. We need to get alignment with the bottom here and the back of this. So that's going to come over nicely. And that's not going to work there anymore because of that side piece. All right, so I only need one side piece. So you can walk away for a little bit. You come here. Get in there. There we go. There, perfect. Now that gives me proper alignment. This little guy buzzing around right now is the sole reason that I hate building in on Star Wars Island. He does nothing for anybody and just shows up to be annoying. After the first missions, completely useless. But they keep bringing him around. Annoyance level high. Okay, looks like we are only going to have space for one, not two, which is interesting. All right, so it means I'm going to have to try to see how the lights go on here. Now, the lights that I wanted to use were the Star Wars lights, but I'm having some doubts about them now. So these guys, these are exactly one stud thick. Okay. Yeah, that's not very helpful. I need you to go the other way. Yeah. That's not going to work. Okay. Got to rethink this a little bit now. How best can we get this one in here? Because that needs to go onto here. I need to get rid of you. Get rid of you. It needs to go onto a flat. But they need to be a proper flat. Oh, hold on. What do we have? We need to be this side of things. You get that way. Okay. We need to be coming out this way. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's try this one. So solid to the side, boom. And then I can place this one right. Get to the back. There we go. That's one. Now, if this works properly, I should be able to just do another one. We have height. I think that needs to come out two more. So placement on this is going to be A little bit trickier. Okay, that should do it, I think. There we go. So that should be a good backlight. Yeah. Oh, it is actually red, not even blue. So that works out nicely. All right, so let me just get this in here and so I can turn it around properly. All we need is one. All we need is one. Na 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 na. All we need is one. Da na 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 na. All we need is one. What's happening? Oh, I know what happened. See this guy in here? I forgot about him. Messing with my head. All right. There we go. The chaos that one was causing. All right. Get that down. And that's in the perfect position. Unfortunately, it's going to take up a lot more space than I really wanted, but sacrifices. Can we get this up to the edge? That is going to have to be it, I think. We can probably get a little closer. Let's try a little closer on that one. Nope. All right, there we go. Now to replace all the pieces I broke. Which turns out to be not that many. So awesome. Okay, hey, Captain Jared, what's happening? Hope you guys are getting ready for the Halloween contest that we're having. Well, not contest, but showcase that we're having over on Craftopia. Come and build your Halloween builds and get ready to celebrate Halloween with Craftopia. This is the second time in a row Craftopia will be doing this showcase, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not a contest. Remember, it's a showcase. You know, because contests are all weird and everything, and we can't. We always want to give everybody prizes. Last time, I believe we got like we gave away so many prizes. There was no actual winner. So we just decided, hey, we're not going to make it competitive. We're going to make it more inclusive so that everyone can just come and have a good time. So just keep an eye out for the keep an eye out. Get your builds ready and be ready to come on out and celebrate with the community on Halloween. I believe Haskins is going to be doing a post or something later. Maybe Haskins, correct me if I'm wrong. Because right now I am forgetting what I'm saying. All right, anyway, Halloween, yeah, perfect. I mean, I still have to get my Bates Motel ready. But for all of you guys who aren't doing Bates Motels, and if somebody is, I will destroy you. Then I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone has come up with. It's going to be an amazing time. All right. So there's the back license plate. We got our backlights. And the backlights are going in different directions because, of course, you have to change direction of the post, so you can get this nice look. All right, we're gonna keep on moving now. Add on another back plate here, or can we add thrusters in here? There should be a way to add thrusters. Even side thrusters would be cool, optimal. I don't think we can add side thrusters in there. A little too much going on. Man, I so want to add a side thruster. That's not going to happen though. But all right. We may have to add them in here on the insides. Take these wheels out and actually try to use some of that space properly. See, I'm already planning on making this thing fly. We got our thrusters in place already. So I got plans for this thing. All right. What were we doing? We were doing the back. So we got the back all sorted out, I think. There's not going to be any more thrusters in here since I already have a couple. In fact, I have 4 thrusters in there. So we are good to go. And we're up to speed on this. So yeah, moving on. Weird. So weird. Huh. I feel an odd sense of accomplishment. Oh, hold on. I know what I wanted to do. And I just got stuck on that one word. I know what I wanted to do. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a little thing here next to the bumper, next to the plate. Because it's supposed to be a little thing, right? Are you kidding me? There. Little indentation. Perfect. That will do it. Yeah, like I said, now this one is a lot friendlier to the actual dimensions that we have to work with. The other one was just way too big and clunky. It was made for the regular minifigs, which is like 1/3 bigger than our minifigs, which is something I really still can't understand, but it is what it is. All right, to the front. It's like, why would you give us minifigs that are smaller? All right, so the front is a little bit of a thing. Okay, so what? When I said a little bit of a thing, I didn't mean this much of a thing. Jeez. It wants to go backward. Why? There's no reason for this. You know what? Fine, whatever. Just follow instructions. I'll be Emmett today. Always follow the instructions. All right, see you right here. I need you to not be you. You need to be chill, my brohemoth. All right, here we go. Do all that just so I can get that, so that I can do this. And I may not even need it, but follow the process sometimes and it will work for you. Other times, not so much. But most of the times you gotta go in realizing that you may not know everything and that they may have other things in plan for you, which sometimes they do, and it's an ambush. But ambush or not, that's besides the point. Let's see. Oh, okay. I think I know what they're doing. I think so, but only one way to be sure. All right, so this needs to be on the same level. Is this? Did we get a 3 here? All we need is love. All we need is love. Love. Love is all we need. All we need is love. Da, ba, da, 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 da. All we need is love. I don't believe I'm actually singing Beatles, of all things. Somebody went and put something in my head. That's all I gotta say. Love is all we need. I blame Chris. He's out there somewhere, carnaging it up. Causing chaos. He did promise us some more pictures from his office, which is from a plane. See, he's a pilot. All right, there we go. Is that aligned? Why aren't you aligned? You should be perfectly Grr. You're off, right off there. You should be perfect. No questions whatsoever. There. Okay, so apparently I missed the black just now. So that's my fault. The grr is all mine. Okay, so this has turned into like the DeLorean project rather than just, the DeLorean build. But, I don't mind it. As long as you guys are down. I believe we're building the front of the... Yeah, we're building the front. This is going to be interesting. Front of the car. And that's a really interesting looking bumper. Okay. But why can't I just get my thing on there? Okay. I see what's happening. We are going to be building a very interesting looking bumper with pieces that we don't have. So, buckle up, kiddos. Time to get funky with it. All right, so we got the first piece, which straddles... What? How does that go on? Reverse engineering again. There are times I wish that I could share my view. This is one of those times. Because this is just like, seriously, dude? Okay, what are we going to do here? I can get that piece. And that is aligned to there. Okay, so which piece is aligned? The grays are aligned to the black. The reverse engineering is one of the worst things. Oh my God, it's upside down. Okay, this is right side up now. Perfect. All right, so they're the grays. Work backward. Work backward with me here. I need to get to the back of it and how this is actually going to go on. So the black pieces do go on there. And it hangs by those. So your main structure is all about this piece. And everything else comes on top of it. All right. So this is where we begin with a bumper. Where we begin, it never seems to go nowhere. Kaboom! Hey, what's happening? Man, I haven't seen you for a while. Few people inspire as much enthusiasm as Kaboom. And, you know, it's because he spread so much enthusiasm himself just from playing the game. If you've never watched Kaboom play Fortnite, it's a joy. You can watch him just his reactions are off the chain. He may not think so himself, but you know what? I'm here to spread the truth. Plus, he's really knowledgeable. So, if you've never seen Kaboom, what the heck are you even doing here? All right, what we got here? What we got? We got single pieces coming up. All right, we don't have much of a choice. So, you're going to have to be that, and you're going to have to be that. And now we're going to have to get a little dirty with it. Because, yes, perfect. All right, 1 and 2. And this is all about building the bumper. You gotta have the bumper. This is a 16. I wonder if we can actually finally get to use this Daft Punk piece. Yep, 16. You know what? I'll take it. Oh, yes, he is very loud during the play. So just be warned. At least you know what you're getting into. Can I make that flush? I really want that to be flush to the back of that and not dependent on that other piece. That needs to be sticking out a little bit, I think. Let me see. Can we do that? We got the front bumper. Hey, Kaboom, are you streaming this morning? Please let me know if you're streaming so that I can plan accordingly. Ooh, I think I may have come in a little too much. Hold on. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm going to have to space it out a little bit. No? Do I? Do I? I'm going to have to space this out a little bit more. No, the spacing is right. Now, unless that's to the bottom that I'm looking at here. Son of a me. I think... Can't tell when I'm upside down or when I'm right side up. Okay, upside down. Upside down, you turn it. Okay, so yeah, that was upside down. Upside down. Now you turn it inside out. Okay. Upside down, you turn me. Minor annoyance. I'm just going to have to deal with it. But, you know, let's get a little bit more light over here. I don't want that. I don't want that either. Give me that. Thank you, sir. we go. Joker plays his hair. Hey, Joker, what's happening? I keep forgetting my coffee. There we go. A little bit more light. Building black and black. Sucks. Okay. So I'm going to have to expand this out to the sides more because this is now inaccurate. So I'm going to take a couple steps back here because some of these guys were supposed to be on the underside, not the top side. So I have to get back to that position so that I can be in the right place for this. Let's take that off. Take that off. Also off. And you as well. Bye. Alright. I think we're back in first position. This is right here. So, we're building out the bumper. Now, this has got two sides to it. So, I'm going to have to be a little more careful this time. And not so, you know, flash. It's got space. Oh, hold on. What is this? Seriously? All of this. Man. The downside of accuracy is that there's so much of it. Okay. Keep it together, Rodney. Keep it together. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not delirious. I'm simply, you know, delirious. All right. I think we can do that. So that brings us to there. That's one start. Now we got space in between. How the heck are we supposed to do that? Okay. I see what I meant to do. So. Yeah. Upside down. Now you turn me inside out. Round and round. All right. Here is what we are going to do. And it's something that I had planned on. So I'm not just, you know, pulling this out of my butt. Although some of you may think so. When I first saw this bit, I was like, I got to get that in there. But I was trying to get the bumper in place first. So now that we're here, I can go ahead and do that. But is that the right height? Is that the right placement for it? Because it seems a little bit low now. Like super low. See, the intention and the reality sometimes don't match up. This is where it gets a little tricky. Oh, son of a... You're kidding me, right? Vertical space versus horizontal space. Vertical space versus horizontal space. Which one are we is gonna win? That's always the question. All right, let's try that again. But instead of that block, now I have to come off of this and try to match the vertical space. This only goes in horizontal. I need it to be flush against there. So it needs to be doing two things. So annoying. Someone kill that Star Wars thing. The bug. All right, so in order to get it flush on there, I need to be flush off of there. So I need to be coming off the top so it's flush on the side. So snap to the top piece. Out there. Now I'm snap to the top piece. I can do this. And that. So now I can do this, snap to that. I need more space. There. That should do it now. And now this is going to be flush to here without having to worry. And can I go forward? I can go forward. Nice. There. That's what I wanted. Nice and simple, right? Nice and simple. Have you come across anything more complicated than this? Just to get one angle, right? I will get my angle. I will. Oh, son of a you. Get out of here. All right, let's try that again. Are they aligned? They are aligned. Beautiful. They aren't aligned to the bumper, but I can work with that. All right. So have those pieces in place now. I feel better about that. Now I have that in. But this means that I still need to go back to this, which is annoying. But it is what it is. So we got a 2. Hey, Taz, what's happening? I hope you're up for a visit today. I know you always are. So we'll meet up after stream. You can finally get to see your world. I've been a little obsessed recently with the my little project here, which is something that happens to me way too much. I get locked in on items sometimes, on how to get things done. And this one has been driving me to the crazy. So I do apologize for my... Oh, hold on. So 1, then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, good. Then 1, 2. Right, you're in the right place. I think there's supposed to be a 1 in front of that. So we need I think we need a black behind and 2 forward. So let's do that. But Taz has been building a lot. I think he's got his how's the corn farm coming along? Your children of the corn build. Wicked. All right, so we got what we got here. We got a bumper that doesn't want to be a bump. That doesn't want to bump. I wonder if we could actually do a cheat. No, I don't think it's gonna work. I was thinking about using this one of these guys and just turning it the other way so we can get, you know, a bumper going that way. But that may be one step too many. So let's not do that. We, of course, don't have the full range that we need. All right. So this is what's happening here. We need to have some kind of bumper action. And it may take... No! Come on! Seriously? I was ready for you. Okay, so this may be a little too much right now. We're just going to adapt, because we have to adapt. Remember, what happens to the game stays in the game. What happens to the game is that it's not always going to work exactly how we want it to work. So we're going to do an angle in here now. Roof pieces. And find Old Reliable, Supernova Academy. The way that they do the slant on this one is very different than how they did the slant on the other one. Gonna see that immediately because it just comes off the front instead of this being this huge chunk of brick off the front of it. Okay, let's just get a slant. There we go. You go on here, and then you go on. This is a black piece. Black piece first. We're going to be playing around with this a little bit just to get the angle and placement. Oh, that's why we need the flat. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Seriously? All right, so we come off of that, and now we can come off of this. And that should be able to take our adjustment, because this will only work against son of a beagle. You are problematic. You come here. Get over there. Get down. Get down on it. What you want to do when you really want to take a chance. by standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me what you want to do when you really don't take a chance by standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, baby. Get down on it. Come on in, get down on it. No. Come on, man. Something. Yes. Okay. We have one attachment point. Jeez Louise, Baba Mildred. Let's get you off there. All right, so we have 1 point of attachment, which may be a problem up here. Huh. It really sticks up pretty far. Come on. I swear, half the time I'm just praying that things work. Up, 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 up. Great. I have an attachment right there at the end. I don't need you there, buddy boy. I need you in there. Right in there. I wonder. So we got the black piece back here. Huh. Just for the sake of curiosity. Because you know this worked before. Okay, curiosity has been sated. Let me get this off of here. Let me try this. So I really want this angle. In case you haven't guessed. Come on. Oh. Oh yeah, was there an update? I saw something about an update, but then nothing actually came through. So, did we get an update or not? What's the deal? Does anybody know? Just nothing for Lego Fortnite. Well, that's par for the course. Okay. So we have that. You know what? It should the downside of this is that this needs a 45-degree angle, not this angle that we have right now. And I could get closer to 45 degrees. I get like 40, but it's gonna kind of stick out, which it is sticking out anyway. I wonder if we could just take that away and go off of there I could perhaps get, if this can get us to stick. And I know this is probably driving some of you crazy because, like, why isn't he moving on? Why isn't he doing something else? More. Grr. Because this bumper is everything. All right. You know what? You're right. I can come back to the bumper. I'm going to come back to the bumper. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not giving up. I'm just going to come back to the bumper. That's all. Yeah. Screw you, bumper. You will not get the best of me. All right. Let's move on, shall we? After a fashion. Not really moving on. Just, you know, taking a step away. Hey, we can get rid of these guys. And add some gray in here. So, gray. There we go. Nice and gray. Okay. What are we dealing with next? Which I know I need to do it on the other side, but I'm going to continue as if I don't have to. Because I'm in that spicy of a mood. Next page. 944. Okay, so, man, that AMC sticker. I wish we had stickers. Sprays in the game. That would be a really nice, small quality of life update if we just had sprays in the game. Just suddenly pop up out of nowhere. Surprise us with that someday. Like, oh, you know, you'll see such approval on something so small across the entire community. Guaranteed. And it's a tiny thing, but it would mean like so much. Why is this engine block so big? Okay, what's under here? I have to ask a question. What's under here? Nothing is under there. It's all solid. Yeah, that's not going to work for me because I need some place to put thrusters. Blindly following instructions only takes you so far and doesn't get you thrusters. So, what are we going to do here? We are going to go to first order. So we can get these guys right here. These plates. And pop them down. Right there. That should take us to where we need. Why? I don't get this sometimes. I really don't get this. This should not be higher. This should be right on target. Fine. Whatever, man. Whatever. There. Happy now? Jeez. Okay. So now that's on target. What is this? Okay. And something's there. Because of course it is. Okay, it's a different side, different height, different needs. Got it. So, move on. Next bit, it wants to have generics in the back right here. It's supposed to be black, but it is what it is. Oh, this is exciting. All right, looks like we're going to be building at the back now. Friendly neighborhood. No. Haunted house. Some of the best solid black pieces that we're going to get in the game. I kind of mismeasured on this back area here. So I'm just going to make up for my mistakes, my previous errors, and just get these things down. So 1, 2. Oh, I missed a perfect opportunity. Yeah, I did. You know what I should be doing? Silly me. I should have done this, then this, and to make sure it matches, this, because this is a 2. So 2, 2. And that works better. Especially for the color scheme. There. Okay. And we can continue. Oh, dang. This is what happens when things aren't symmetrical. This side doesn't have those pieces. It has a tube. So let's see what happens after the tube. Okay, side of a thing. We're building some stuff here, apparently. Okay. Yeah, we're building stuff. So this is 3. Okay, come on. Get up there. Where is the flux capacitor? That's what I want to know. Okay, it's 9:51. Kaboom has a stream coming up at 10. I'm going to take a little break and I'll come back around 12 o'clock to continue this build. I mean, it is the day after, and I do want to get back to the Back to the Future celebrations, but I do want to get back to my my Bates Motel build. So I would like to finish this one up today so we can move on. If you know what I mean. So I'm going to let Kaboom have his fun. Go have some fun with Kaboom. And I will be seeing you guys around 12. Just mess around a little bit. but I'm not going to build too far ahead in this one. I mean, this is now gone from a tutorial to something else. Oh, hello, window. This is now a window here. Great. A little window, a little box. I saw a little box somewhere. I think it's one of the props. A little box. I believe this is the new flux capacitor. So if we can get this little box in here. What do they do for the flux capacitor? Yeah, they build onto it. All right, so let me see what I can do to get my own flux capacitor going on. Get a little box. Oh, those little guys get in the way. Man, I really like that prop. It was such a good one. All right, we're building a box, our own box. Because we can. There we go. Nice box for a flux capacitor. What light could I use? I wonder. Something that can fit and looks all sciencey. Time is 9:54. We have 6 minutes left. I'm the Mad Pug 66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. You know, building in Lego Fortnite. Hold on. Maybe it's a prop I can use here. Lego Fortnite, all science, fantasy, and science fiction. All fun stuff. All live on Lego Fortnite. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. If it's your first time here, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the internet things, and we will love you forever. If it's not your first time and, you're coming to... It's not your first time and you're hanging out with us, thanks for coming and hanging out. You guys do make doing the stream worth it. Because, this is all about sharing with the community and exploring new ways to build, new things to build. So I do appreciate having you guys here. They keep my mind occupied. Otherwise, my brain will go loopy. And I'll go insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Nope, not gonna fit. It just needs one more. Well, come on. What can we get in here? Give me a good prop. Son of a me. Come on. Something, maybe TV will work. TV's too big. Okay, that's just wrong. I will find the perfect prop for in here. See if I don't. And I thought the Daft Punk stuff would actually work really good, but it turns out not so much. It's a bottle. No, bottle's too big. Maybe I should go back to the lights. All right. Anyway, Kaboom has got a stream coming up, so go check out Kaboom. Hanging out with him, find out what he's doing with. He's been doing a lot of battle bots and stuff. There's a battle bot competition, a battle bot event happening in Craftopia. So make sure to join Craftopia and check that out. Get your own battle bots in there. Join in the fun. So they're doing a lot of crazy stuff there, but I guarantee you'll get a kick out of it. Rooster's got an awesome battle bot as well, so make sure to check out what Rooster's doing. He's always up to fun stuff. But thanks for coming and hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next stream when I can finally. Yes! I've done it. I've got a flux capacitor. All right, there we are. Bye, guys. I'll see you later, and maybe I'll have my time machine done. Whoa, ha ha ha. All right, thank you guys. Thanks Panda. Thanks Joker. Dwayne Lands, Dirty Rooster, Kaboom, Taz, Haskins, Dirty. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Kathy, I'll see you later. See you in the next one. Anybody I missed? Sorry I missed you, but take care, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye now. Dang it. Where's the music?